minute. I'll think of something.
I'd love you to meet my roommates. Unfortunately, they're not home right now. I'll talk to you later, darling.
The body cures itself. We doctors just help it along.
Actually, I'm starting to feel a little hot. What do you suppose could be causing that?
Have you checked your thermostat?
Why don't you check it for me?
Okay, where is it?
You spent 9 years in med school. Find it yourself.
I'm glad you're all here. I want you to try something. Here, taste this. What do you think?
It's water.
I didn't ask you to identify it. I asked you what you thought. It's good. Just good?
Very good.
How would you describe it? Excuse me, if you're trying to be a good American.
You two, please keep your voices down. I have shopped and dated extensively throughout this market.
That does it. That does it. I am shopping for myself.
Fine. Blanche and I'll do very nicely on our own.
Oh, no, I'm not shopping with you, Mary Poppins.
Of course. Yak snacks.
Hi, girls. Hi, Swin.
It's Finn, Blanche.
Whatever. Dorothy, could I borrow your white windbreaker? Floyd McCallum is taking me sailing today on his yacht.
Blanche.
You know, I guess he just felt so guilty about canceling last... Oh, now, that's fine by me. I like to sit.
We know it's your second favorite position.
I don't mean sitting. I mean babysitting. Right here for the participants' children on the day of the race.
Babysitting? Rose, I don't like other people's children in my house. I didn't even like my own children in my house.
Your family was awfully tough on pets, weren't they, Rose?
Dorothy, this could be more serious than you think. Now, why don't you have a doctor look at that foot?
I already have.
When?
1965.
You don't want to miss the recital.
It is fine.
Oh, really? Let's see you do a Cincinnati.
I'm not a soldier. I'm a pharmacist in his 50s, and you're a woman in her.
Watch it, Bill.
You're a woman in the prime of her life, who I would like to get to know better. Slowly.
And we can both see other people?
Sure.
Back in St. Olaf, there was a shepherd boy who tended his flock on the hill above the town. A wolf kept coming down and stealing his sheep, but the boy never caught him doing it. Because he never saw it happening, he became known around St. Olaf as the boy who didn't cry.
There are other fish in the sea.
You know, the ones my age are floating on the top.
Now, Ma, remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I think I crossed that line when I got a date.
Hi, Sophia.
Oh, Ma, did you eat all this candy?
I was looking for the prize.
Prizes are in Cracker Jack.
Oh, please, now we have a real problem. Sophia is missing, and you are my last hope. I've already tried calling Sicily's Department of Missing Persons. They just laughed at me.
You call missing persons in Sicily? You got it wrong. You call them to lose somebody.
But what should I do? Do you know any...
Broccoli or cream corn?
Rose, you're terribly upset. Corn, please.
I'm not upset. I couldn't care less.
I guess I owe you an explanation.
You owe me a lot more than that. Why didn't you ever come to visit me?
Rose, I stayed away because I thought...
Dorothy, once we get in there, we have to exercise psychological control. That's why I'm wearing this suit.
You make me sick.
Hey, everyone knows good guys wear white. This suit subliminally tells the auditor I'm a good guy.
I could vomit just looking at you.
Mr. and Mrs. Bornak, step into my office, please.
Tunder the mediocre became Tunder the magnificent.
Guess you didn't want to change the monograms on his towels.
Well, Tunder the tiger spent so much time performing that he didn't have enough time to spend with his wife. Well, she told him that she missed the time they had together when he was just me.
A naked policeman.
Exactly.
Blanche, this is serious. Now, if we can do anything to assist the police, I think we should. Their job is hard enough as it is. I should know. My father was a policeman.
But I thought your father was a farmer.
On the weak ones pinching your bottom. You're a lucky girl, Dorothy. I hate you.
Oh, this is just crazy talk. I think we've only been seeing each other for 3 months. I've never even thought of what it would be like if I were Mrs. Kenneth Whittingham.
Dropped him like a sack of potatoes. He lay on the ground, and he was writhing and groaning and screaming in agony. And I stood over him, and I looked at this pitiable creature, and I thought, I can take care of myself. I'm not helpless. I'm going to be okay.
Oh, honey.
Honey, that...
So, what's new at home?
Oh, I did get a chance to go into your bedroom, Sophia, and there's just no way I'll be able to refund your cleaning deposit.
Totally understandable. I'll see you in court, my child.
Sophia!
Mother Superior, this is my daughter Dorothy and my ex-roommates.
Hello.
But just for the night.
Oh, thank you, Annie Dorothy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, do you believe this?
Nah, I saw her lips move.
She cannot stand to see anyone else happy.
Calm down, Dorothy. I'll brew you some tea.
I don't want any tea.
Oh, but this is a special blend. It's very soothing.
Rose, have you been drinking much of this?
Only at night when I can't sleep.
This is loaded with caffeine.
But we need Sophia! Dorothy, how'd you go with the doctor?
It was great. He said that Ma's memory problem could be related to a nutritional imbalance. So we put her on a special diet, and if she follows it, she'll be fine from here on out.
Oh, lucky me, I can remember from now on. My whole past is gone.
Because of your charm and your wit and your zest for life. I mean, you can have the operation or not. Men won't care one bit about your breasts.
Really, Rose?
Not with me around.
Oh, hi, girls. Did you all find Lillian?
You bet we did. And that's walking around saying, how does she do it? Ma, you're cut off.
I had to see you.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hey, how did the election go?
Don't ask.
It was a disaster. We both lost by a landslide.
You're kidding. Who won?
Fifi Boger? Can you believe that? I think it's just because her husband's a plastic.
Girls, I've made a decision.
What is it, Blanche?
There's just too many precious memories in this house. I'm not about to trade them in for a few lousy dollars.
Chickamore, he's doubled his offer.
Tell him we'll be out by the 1st of the month.
Oh, I better get the dessert.
Oh, she sure left in a hurry.
Hey, who told her to feed me cabbage?
No. Those were lovely letters that you wrote to Blanche, Mary.
No, I didn't write them. Walter, the guy in the next cell, did. Wrote them to Harley, the night guard. He's hoping to...
You electric skillet! An electric skillet. It's from Fry Quick. It not only fries, it boils, it bakes, it
It
simmers.
stinks.
My apologies to the Fry Quick Corporation. But Green Team, we're not finished with you
I
yet.
was up all night. Ma is exhausted.
Oh, this is all my fault.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. At least I called the home and checked her out for a week's visit, so we're not kidnappers anymore. Ma, sit down. Ma, we need to talk about Lillian.
I said I'll take...
that is Sonny Bono. He's a major television star.
Boy, you have been gone a long time.
Blanche, I know you're shocked and that this has caused you incredible pain.
You might say that.
Now, I didn't do it to be cruel. It may seem cowardly, but I
wonder if he knows which one of us he wants. I mean, he told me that I had something that Blanche didn't have, and he probably told Dorothy she had something that I don't. Maybe now he's back to Blanche.
We'll visit each other. It's just that we can't live together. Right?
What's going on?
Oh, we were just discussing going our separate ways.
Interesting.
You think that's what we should do?
I didn't say that.
Then you think we should stay together?
I didn't say that either.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Oh, dear God. Anyway, when Charlie told them that we were going to get married, they forbade it. They said they'd disown him if he married a Kurt
Kleckner by him.
Right. And he'd lose his share of the family tile grout fortune. He didn't care. He told them...
This nightgown is so sheer, I believe you can see right through it. Hello, Fidel.
Hello, Blanche. How are you?
You don't have cataracts, you tell me.
Beat it, you 50-year-old mattress.
But I'll be back later tonight. I got a surprise for you.
Oh, did you get me something? What is it? What did you buy for me, Daddy?
Well, nothing, sugar.
Oh, fiddle-de-dee.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
This is so much fun. It's like being in Gone with the Wind. Sure, we can have some lemon chicken and smoked ham. It's all prepared.
Well, let's just start with appetizers.
That's fine.
Yeah, how about smoked oysters?
Oh, good.
Oh, you'll never guess what I found.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Pepperoni.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell Mom.
Girls, look. How do I look?
Oh, great, Blanche.
Great or gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
Well, what about sexy?
Yes.
Enticing?
I'll handle this. Blanche, no woman ever looked better than you look right now, and no one ever will.
Oh, no, forget it. Boy, you can't trust anybody. Thought this place wasn't going to be my prison anymore. I thought for a second I remembered what happy was. Well, thanks, Dorothy. Never going to leave this apartment again.
Dorothy, I've been chatting with your boy Kessler. Give me another hour, I guarantee I'll have his secret figured out.
What secret?
You got cheese in your ears? I said, give me another hour.
Ooh, get away from me, you bloodhounds. I have nothing to say to you. Except this.
No one's that brave except in the movies and on television. But at least this time I know what I'm facing. I've gone through all the steps before. I have considered the alternatives, dealt with the reality. The last time, I think I started crying the moment the doctor told me, and I didn't stop till they wheeled me off to surgery. And then later, I cried...
Referring to me?
Of course not, Ma. I'm referring to Cary Grant. He's living in the broom closet.
Hey, it's Blanche's grandson. We do for family.
You're right, Ma. You're right. I'm just being selfish. Oh, it probably won't be too bad.
Oh, I suppose not, but whatever will we do with him for 2 weeks?
Oh, there are plenty of things to do.
Rose, you cannot go on this way. I mean, life isn't worth living if you're going to live it with this kind of fear. Now, honey, we were robbed. It's scary, but it happens. And now it's over. And the robbers are gone.
I know that. I know it's over. I know they're gone.
You don't have to decide tonight. You should take all the time you need.
The point is, If you turn a nice buck on this place today, you can buy a bigger and better place tomorrow.
But I'm not sure I want to go right out and buy a new house. Maybe I want to take some time to travel first. I have relatives scattered all over this country.
Oh, but I've been dying for him to ask me out. But we never really talk. We just dance.
Well, what do you know about him?
Nothing. Except he's a wonderful dancer.
Oh, well, what's that? All that proves is he has rhythm.
Isn't it good to be back in the old neighborhood, Dorothy? Watching the kids playing.
To relax when you have to speak in front of a group of people is to imagine what they all look like naked.
Really?
Yep. And if you do it right, you'll probably even start to laugh.
Tell you until you're 60, but I think you can handle it now. We lived in New York at the time, and there was the San Gennaro Festival every year. And your father, may he rest in peace until I get there, got so turned on by the festivities one year, he couldn't wait till we got home.
To hell with this town. Come away with me.
But Biff, you're a drifter. How can I just pull up stakes and run off with you?
Please reconsider.
Honey, why don't you just take a sleeping pill?
Oh, I don't like to take pills. I get slap happy and say silly things.
Well, we certainly wouldn't want that to happen.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
What do you want?
With the possible exception of Mrs. Stouffer. Enjoy your shop.
Dorothy, why don't I just show Angela where she'll be staying?
Good idea. You get yourself settled and then we can catch up on family.
Okay. You know, Dorothy, Blanche here could be the identical twin of your cousin Apollonia. Apollonia was a stunningly beautiful woman.
Oh, 2 weeks away and we still don't have a band. What are we going to do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do, Rose. We're going to eat a cheesecake. Hi, Ma. Shouldn't you be finishing those invitations?
Just here for a glass of water. The stamp licking dries me out.
Why don't you use a sponge?
A few more cups.
Fail for 18 years, you and Charlie?
Yeah, of course. Right after dinner.
Well, no wonder you never heard of I Love Lucy.
Of course, as it turned out, I was just overreacting. I mean, it was a...
Well, yeah, you can fake it. I have a good doctor friend who will back you up.
I'm appalled, shocked, disgusted. How much money are we talking about?
A couple of 100,000 at least.
A couple of 100,000?
Oh, all right. I admit I'm guilty. But what's the big deal? We all had a good time. All of you who had a good time, put your hands back up. Ed, you damn liar, put your hand down. So what harm did I...
What it seems. John Patrick Anderson is a regular guy.
Shlomo Ziegler?
Yes.
You're under arrest. Your days as the freeway flasher are over.
I know what you're thinking, Rose, but you're wrong. And if I can make bail, I'd love to see you tomorrow night.
I don't think so.
May I call you?
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am?
How would you like to go home for a little while and spend Christmas Eve with your family?
Oh, I'd love to. But listen.
No, if you trust us, we'd be happy to watch the place while you're gone.
Ooh. Can you cook?
Are you black?
That thing's only a tramp would do. But now that you're dying. I mean, please forgive me, Blanche. I didn't know, please.
I am not dying, Rose, but I might as well be. It's menopause. Well, I wish I could die, because as far as I'm concerned, this is the end of my life. All I know is Rose is going to be okay. And I am going to stick by my promise. Boy, from now on, you're going to see a new, improved Blanche.
I've just talked to the nurse. Mrs. Nyland's in her room, and she wants to see you.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Room 114. By the way, I don't think I caught your name.
I'm Blanche.
Well,
I'll change.
Oh, come on, I'll help you pick out something.
There's nothing left to pick. The only thing I haven't tried on is the bedspread.
Oh, hello, Elliot. Come in.
Hello, Blanche. Dorothy ready?
Oh, I'm afraid she's going to be a little...
Hello. Sophia.
Far back as I can remember, but somehow you were always there when we needed you. You got me through 4 years of college by helping me pay for it, but also by encouraging me whenever I felt like giving up. Do you want me to go on, Ma? Because we could be here all night.
Enough already. Ralph Edwards makes less of a fuss over people.
Albums. Ma, they're for you. They're for us.
They're for later. Let's go.
Come on, Ma, the park can wait. Let's do this now.
Okay? But let's make it quick.
Oh, Ma, look. Here's you holding me when I was a baby. Do you remember what was going through your mind then?
Oh, thank you, Rose. Thank you. You don't know what that means to me.
Rose, you remember a kiss unlocked your...
Julio?
Hello, Sophia.
Why didn't you use the front door?
Well, I didn't want to be seen.
Well, what's the point?
You can tell because they wear cowboy hats and drink wine spritzers and drive Volvos. Blanche, who do we see about our table?
Well, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever been here.
Well, howdy, Blanche. Hi there, Blanche. Ladies.
No, I'm wrong. I think I'm in pain when you could be completely cured in just one night. Dorothy, that doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to me. I don't like doctors. I don't like hospitals.
Nobody likes hospitals, but there's nothing to be scared of.
Oh, really, Rose? What about blood? What about death? What about those nighties that don't close up in the back?
I've just never known how to turn them off. You tell him, Dorothy.
I would, Blanche, but remember, we just want to turn him off, not drain the sex drive completely out of him.
You know, I've always... Such a good time. Oh, what a relief to know it isn't just me.
I mean, it's like every man here just wants to sleep with me. Even the rabbi with the limp.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me now, I think I'll just go jump into a hot tub and pop open a vein.
Barbara, you've always been like a daughter.
What do you mean?
He had a big floppy pancreas, right? Look, could we get back to lining the shelves?
I don't feel like it anymore. Oh, Laszlo, that's what I love about you. You can tell a bald-faced lie and still sound sincere. I forgot my compact. I'll be right back.
Give me that key.
Bluff.
That was no bluff. I meant every word of it. I would love to have a chance to raise David. I might make up for the mess I made with Janet. I still wish you'd let us drive you to the airport.
Oh, my cab's already here.
Blanche, you don't know how much it means
I'm
to
not
me to...
here for you. I realize this is a very important night for Rose, and that's why I came. Just don't mind me.
To Rose.
I liked his toast to Blanche better.
Scum gathers on your elbow joint. I'm sorry, I skipped page 62. Listen, Rose, this is not working. We've been here a whole week and nothing has gone right. I'm ready to throw in the wrench and start using the Texaco station down the street.
Dorothy, please don't.
Phil tried to keep them a secret, but I knew he was spending his Thursday nights with them.
Oh, I know it's hard, but try not to hate them, my dear. They're just lonely creatures who were reaching out to another person for a little warmth.
These are the guys from Phil's poker game.
His pension.
He's dead. How much does he need?
You know what gets me mad about this whole thing? All those years Charlie put into that job just for the pension. He used to say, Rose, I hate selling horseshoes, but if I do it long enough, you'll be set for...
I went to a drive-in with Stanley. He said he was being shipped off to Korea and would probably die, and it would mean so much. That was my part of the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I wasn't sure that we had done anything, actually.
You still haven't answered the question of how somebody else got into the room.
What if there was a knock at the door? Nesbitt might have assumed that it was the waiter with the champagne.
That is speculation.
One more point. The hotel security chief cordoned off the room. So the only people who saw the room...
Dorothy, do we know anybody named Cecilia?
Your cousin, Ma. She only has weeks to live.
Oh. Next time I'll accept the charges.
The pills myself, but I want you to be there and hold my hand.
You're right. I don't understand. I'd do anything to stay alive. If my heart stopped beating, I'd want every doctor in town jumping up and down on my chest.
You say that now, but I don't have the courage to die by inches. I'm going to do it whether
A wheelchair satisfies a woman. It's a short story, but I think it makes my point.
Hello, my lovelies. Sophia, I'm sorry I tossed you out last night, but it was for a good cause.
That's okay, Blanche. Andy took me home in the limo, and boy, did we have fun. I figured out why they call it a moon roof.
Ma, this is serious surgery.
Surgery is the easy part. The tough part is after. Who's going to take care of you?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Well, think about it. You live alone and no one likes you.
Be nice, Ma.
You'll come here to recover.
Not that nice, Ma.
Findings. There are new diseases arising all the time, things that we don't necessarily have tests for. But that doesn't mean the diseases don't exist.
See how terrific the Chinese are with the most terrific food. Tasty, but not fattening. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't get hungry an hour later.
Ma, let Dr. Chet...
No job is worth having to date women.
Blanche, bilingual refers to a person who speaks more than one language.
Oh, well, why did I think it was something sexual?
Anyway, that's why I signed up for a Spanish class at night school.
Now, that's a...
Look, there's a tar salesman.
Oh, my God, it's a tar salesman.
Hello and welcome. I hope you're all enjoying yourself, but it's now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, I'm tired of being Cindy Peoples. Our life is almost as boring as mine.
Now, let's go home, Dorothy.
Okay, Blanche.
And now...
Let's go in theater. You know, like when Clay was in high school, all he ever wanted to do was go see gladiator movies. It's the same kind of thing.
Almost exactly. Rose, honey, congratulations. I hear you've been nominated again for the Volunteer of the Year award.
Yup.
You should just come see the place. You know, they have one of the biggest and best birthing centers right here in Miami.
Those theme park people are always thinking, aren't they?
Oh, come on. Now, Blanche, before you close your mind, the least you can do is just take a look at the place.
I'll go with you if you need support. Just give me...
All right. One group hug, and let's hit the road.
Oh, Sophia, honey.
And I ran right into Reverend Mackenzie, coming out of the bar on the arm of Millie Beasley, wife of Emmett Beasley, our town's most decorated war hero. Emmett received 3 Purple Hearts, all for head wounds. You girls were right about getting Miles on my turf. Oh, Blanche, and I'm really grateful for you steering the table talk to things I know about.
Well, you ought to be. It wasn't that easy working natural fertilizer into the dinner conversation. What are you planning next?
I don't know.
Happened to you, although none as horrible as what you just described. There you are. Ma, I scheduled the appointment for your checkup. Ma, you know you have to have a physical. What do you want me to do? Take you to court? Have you declared incompetent?
I'm not incompetent. Once when I...
Now, this whole idea is twisted. Come on, you're going to be around for years. There's no reason for anybody to say goodbye to you.
Dorothy, I want this. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing you can say will prevent me from having the wake of my dreams.
Well, I'm not paying for it.
Okay, a kitten. Can I have a kitten? That's the beauty of it. He's been lulled into a false sense of security for the past 70 years, so I don't want you showing up like a wallflower and blowing my big moment.
Sophia's right. Oh, Dorothy, come on, borrow one of my men. One of my many, 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 many.
All right, all right. I got you, babe. Babe. Blanche, is there something I can get you?
No, thanks. Oh, damn.
Leave her alone. I'm sure she feels bad enough.
Thank you, Rose. Oh, honey, do we have any orange juice?
Sure. Would you like me to pour you a glass? Or have Sophia come in and bring you the refrigerator?
Enough.
Pussycat, I moved that safe to the attic like you asked me to.
Dropped him like a sack of potatoes. He lay on the ground, and he was writhing and groaning and screaming in agony. And I stood over him, and I looked at this pitiable creature, and I thought, I can take care of myself. I'm not helpless. I'm going to be okay.
Oh, honey.
Compassionate, but bubbling with sensuality just below the surface.
Oh, that's a relief. All this time I thought it was gas.
Ladies, it's time. Time to walk through the looking glass. Time to take that last glimpse of your former selves.
Like a lightning bug, I put you in a glass jar, and waiting for you to light up, I nearly suffocated you.
Geez, Dorothy, you sure know how to beat a metaphor to death.
Ma, I love you.
I love you too, Pussycat. Just promise me you'll never...
These years. Oh, I wonder why Italian men are so romantic.
It's the tight pants, Rose. So tell me, who'd you sign me up to bowl with?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Well, I am stunned. It was in the shower. Sophia, hey, where have you been? I thought you were taking a nap.
I went to the video store.
Ma, I told you I'd go.
Forget it. The last time you brought back 7 brides for 7 brothers. You know how disappointed I was to...
Sex, Rose. I am talking sex. We don't go to dinner. We don't go to the movies. We just go to bed, and it is terrific.
All that and cappuccino, too? Well, what's the problem? Shot the both of them. A week later, we became Lutherans.
Rose, that isn't a teenage rebellion story. That is a changing religion story. That is a big... The uncanny thing is how much like George Jamie is. And it's not just that he looks like him and talks like him. He's gentle like George, and he's thoughtful like George. He's smart and funny like George. Sometimes I get the
checks anymore. Well, I can't afford to live without that pension.
Well, honey, now let's not panic. I'm sure they can't just cut you off.
She's right. There has to be a good explanation. Honey, you'll call them tomorrow. Everything will be fine.
Well, what if it's not? What if I can't pay my own way? What if I can't afford food? What if I have to sleep outside in some park?
Whether or not you think so.
Dorothy, I've been acting like such a fool. I don't know what in the hell got into me. Oh, I know.
Marion. Honey, what makes you think he's going to ask you to marry? There.
Sophia!
Hi, Augie.
Did you win? Can you go?
I don't know yet.
Strike!
No, you left the 9 pin.
Yeah, easy, Spare. I've made this shot 100 times. Believe this. I mean, you lied to me.
No, I didn't lie. I'm telling you now.
I'm getting out of here.
No.
Yeah, let go of me.
No, you gotta listen. Please, you have to listen to me.
Listen to what? Listen to what? How your wife doesn't understand you? How you stayed because of the children?
I did stay for the children. My wife would have moved them back.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Dorothy Zbornak. This is my mother, Sophia Petrillo, and these are my friends, Rose and Blanche. We're competing on today's show.
Well, hello, Tiffany. It is such a pleasure to meet you, honey. I want you to know that I thought those pictures of you in that sleazy girly magazine were so tastefully.
I'll just be baggage there.
I know a place where you're needed.
Where?
Here. Rose? Oh, stay with me, honey.
Blanche, that's very nice, but you're going to want to get on with your own life. I mean, you'll want to find a relationship.
I want my best.
You have to hold on to your faith. Just like Hans Gluckenflanken, St. Olaf's greatest explorer.
Rose, please, let me have a little recovery time before you start a St. Olaf story.
You see, Hans Gluckenflanken set out for Florida to find the fountain of intelligence.
Oh, don't hold dinner for me tonight. I have a date. I guess I better go get out of these clothes.
Again? Well, Rose, you got a reprieve. As long as Blanche isn't here, she won't find out that you brought a dog into the house.
What do I care if she I took you.
Look, Ma, you know what I'm talking about. You complain, you belittle.
You know, Dorothy, I think maybe you're being too hard on her. I know how difficult buying shoes can be. Sometimes you get yourself a really good-looking salesman and you try...
I've decided that last night was a bigger disappointment than losing Butter Queen. Do you want to know why?
No.
Meg, come in.
It's personal problems.
Wait a minute. You went to my mother's room in the middle of the night?
Many, many times, 2 or 3 times a week. And she was always so kind and comforting.
I don't understand. Every time I'd knock on her door late at night, she'd say, "Not now, I'm watching Bob Costas."
Well, you might as well come over for a look. How about, say, 12:20? Oh, good. Well, I can't wait for you to get your hands on it either.
You're not having company, are you, Blanche? Because I want everything to go smoothly for Miles and Caroline.
See, it starts out red, and then if it doesn't change color, if it stays red, they say you're not pregnant. But if you are pregnant, then it turns light pink or light gray.
I had drapes that color once. I think it's called puce.
Is that what puce is? I always wonder.
That's what the decorator told
In the Christmas pageant over at the convent. Remember that, Sister Rose? Oh, my, yes, Sister Blanche is quite an actress.
Yeah, she'd have to be to make anyone believe she was a virgin.
Stanley, you're a pig in a cheap suit. I mean, he must really think we're stupid.
Really stupid. How could we possibly need 3 dozen spud gaskets?
Wait, spud gaskets?
That's what goes on the end of a hose bib. We couldn't need more than a dozen at most.
Rose, how do you know about this?
Oh, I know a lot about plumbing.
I know what you're trying to do, and it's not working.
What?
You made up something to do because you're afraid you'll be intruding on Raymond and me. You don't have to worry about that. Honey, you are more important. And that's why I'm spending the entire weekend here with you.
Geez, you're a yutz.
Is that what this is all about? You think I put a curse on you? Well, it's true. You got mad at us for firing you. That's why you reversed that love potion you gave me. Honey, that wasn't love potion. That was Chanel number 5.
That's very touching, Rose. It shouldn't be, but it is.
You know, when I think of my father, I don't remember just one incident. I just know that he was always there to take care of me whenever I got into trouble, which was all the time. I just never dreamed that.
First day of school, Mr. Gordon is coming over.
Mother, just stop that. Mr. Gordon is probably over 70 by now. He's practically ancient.
70 is ancient? If I met a man that age who looked halfway decent, I'd be on my back before you could say I've fallen and I can't get up.
Well, she keeps calling. What should I do?
I'll get you off that phone. Rose, I've fallen and can't get up. Help me!
I can't help you right now. I'm on the phone.
I wish I had a codicil. I'll get it. Hello?
Sunshine Cadets, we learn you have to pay for your mistakes. This one's gonna cost you a 10-speed Schwinn.
Oh, Daisy, didn't the Sunshine Cadets teach you anything about honesty and decency and respect for your elders?
I think that was scheduled for the weekend camp out at Lake Wakataki.
So I hear we only get you for 3 days.
Well, that depends.
On what?
On how my mother feels about my having the baby in Miami.
Here? So close to Cuba?
Well, I thought I could do it alone, but now that it's almost time...
That's why I make him out to be more than he is.
Then you will give him the money.
No, but I'll give it to you. Under one condition. Don't ever tell Stanley it came from me.
I don't understand.
Well, Stanley has a tendency to be weak. If he knew I was a soft touch, he'd never amount to anything.
Everything in them.
Yeah, what about my bags?
Relax. With your share, you can have your bag surgically removed.
Come on, let's get to our rooms and get some sleep.
Good idea.
Good morning. My name is Nancy. How may I help you?
We have 2 double rooms reserved under the name Spornak. Judge.
Well, why couldn't that judge just make up his mind at the hearing?
I thought he was going to. You know, I spent 20 minutes giving him reasons why Mario should be allowed to stay. He just said thank you and excused us.
Okay, Blanche, I finished making your lunch. It's on the table.
Oh, won't you join me, Dorothy?
Well, thanks. It might help take my mind off.
Better get you some outfits.
Oh, it's okay. We brought our sweats.
Sweats?
Look, ladies, if you're serious about training, you want to get off on the right foot, starting with good workout shoes. Now, these are beautiful and a bargain at $85.
$85? That's a bit exorbitant.
And expensive, too.
Ma.
Are you talking to me?
Don't even speak to me, Rose. What you did. Have you ever been a fruit before?
No, but having been in the musical theater for 30 years, I've had my share of offers. Well, it was a delight meeting all of you.
Oh, Mr. Vaughn, don't forget, casting is tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
I'm looking forward to it. I trust that all of you will be reading for the part of my leading lady.
Back. You see, what happened was...
Oh, you don't have to explain. My mother already told me all about you.
Honey, why didn't you tell us you were coming?
Yeah, I could have cooked all your favorite meals.
Well, my job at the jazz club ended early, so I decided to come visit for a few days.
Oh, I'm so glad you did.
You play jazz? A child prodigy, the only one. I feel so undesirable.
Oh, honey, we all have at some point. I know, Blanche, not you. No, I remember when Stanley and I were going through this. We tried everything, relaxation techniques, hypnosis. I fed the man so many oysters when he passed.
The funeral is for a neighbor.
Oh, well, my condolences.
Oh, no, there's no need. We didn't like her.
In fact, the whole neighborhood despised him.
Oh, I see. Well, how did she pass on?
She killed him.
Rough neighborhood.
Look, Mr. Pfeiffer.
Hey, that's not his. He had Buddy Klein do it for him.
This is a proxy?
He doesn't mind doing it in his own bed, but there's something about doing it in a public place.
Kind of like sex.
Maybe where you come from.
What are you looking at? She scuffed those shoes. I heard her left a mark on that boy.
I'll see you later. I'm going over to Tony's.
For lunch?
No, I just called him. He was in bed. I heard female laughter in the background. It was Angela. They're sleeping together just like I suspected.
It was a special occasion.
Where I come from, $250 is 5 special occasions. And a bottle of scotch. You think for all that money they'd hang a picture on the wall?
The minimalist decor is designed to enhance conversation.
Nothing to look at? What's to talk about?
I would think I would.
Good luck, Dorothy. I hope he finds something wrong with you. I don't mean something wrong. I just mean something wrong so that you know you're right when you know there's something wrong, and you haven't been wrong all along.
My God, I can't even understand people when they're speaking in it. Now, my mind is made up.
Blanche, are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Lily ought to be covered for at least 2 years with that money in my bosom account.
Blanche, I'm proud of you, but why the sudden change of heart?
Oh, well, I guess this cosmetic surgery business...
Left office with the highest popularity rating since FDR. He was more popular than Tammy Bacon or Maybelline convention.
I can't believe it. How on earth did he get here?
You know how Alfonso kept talking about his old vaudeville partner? It turns out it was Bob Hope. Isn't that a kick? Oh, sure. Make the oldest one of the tribe serve the young. And after you have your fill, I'll go to the mountaintop and let the wolves eat me.
You know, I'm worried about Ma.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, I picked up this pamphlet on the 4 warning signs of hearing loss. I think Ma may be having a problem.
Sophia?
Warning signs...
To the French Club. But you know, for the last 15 years, I've been asking myself, is that enough? And about a week ago, I answered myself with a big fat no.
Good for you, Isaac. It takes a special man to talk to himself like that.
Well, merci. That's French for thank you.
Confided in each other. If I betrayed that trust, she'd never forgive me. I'd never forgive myself.
Well, then I think you should talk to her as soon as she gets back.
Well, I think you're right. I do need to try and straighten this out. I don't know what to say to her.
I used to know a girl like that in Sicily. She slept with every Tom, Dick, and Vito in our village.
So sad.
Well, I'm all set. What's with Satan's secretary?
Sophia, I believe Phil would have liked this dress.
Liked it. He would have looked great in it. Dorothy, I never understood why your brother liked to wear women's clothes, unless he was queer.
Sophia, people don't say queer. We had a terrific time. I really like Holly.
Holly, that has to be one of the funniest stories I've heard in ages.
Doesn't Rose ever tell St. Olaf stories?
All the time.
Hello, Blanche. Hi, darling. Hi, Rose.
Grounds.
It won't be the same. Dorothy, they're going to build a cheap motel here.
You'll be back. And you can look at these magnificent magnolias and stroll that beautiful hillside and... Ma, what the hell are you doing on the roof? Ma?
Dorothy, how long have you been here?
A while.
He's not coming back, is he?
There's only one way I'm going to get through this. If you two will come with me to the funeral for support, oh, will you do it? Please, Blanche. Please, Dorothy. Please, Blanche.
I will if Dorothy will.
Please.
If you really think...
If you can find something to compliment him on.
Hi. Is it my imagination, or do you have less hair on your knuckles?
Well, it could be, Sophia. At my age, everything starts to go.
Sophia, it's Miles.
I mean, why starve myself to the point of thinness if I know that I could die tomorrow? I mean, why not eat the chocolate cake?
What chocolate cake?
The chocolate cake in the refrigerator.
You know, you have a point, Dorothy.
A Picasso with mozzarella. A Rembrandt with tomato sauce.
I thought it needed more salt.
And garlic. It's a little flat.
Oh, wow! Look at this!
Boy, the place is really coming along.
Boy, I'll say it is.
I have to give you two credit. It looks... So you just want us to get right back together again, right? Just like that. I mean, Stan, we're divorced. Stan, you walked out on me. You left me for another woman.
Dorothy, I realize I may be rushing things, but think about it. We had 38 years together. A lot of it was good.
But I'll be back later tonight. I got a surprise for you.
Oh, did you get me something? What is it? What did you buy for me, Daddy?
Well, nothing, sugar.
Oh, fiddle-de-dee.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
This is so much fun. It's like being in Gone with the Wind. Morning, Dorothy.
I didn't want to hear it from Bryant Gumbel, and I don't want to hear it from you.
Problem?
I still don't have a date for Jenny's wedding. My own goddaughter, and I'm going to show up alone.
How humiliating.
I don't rub it in.
Say what?
You have no coordination. Obviously, the stories about all your romantic escapades have been greatly exaggerated.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
Blanche, if you can't do a simple dance, how do you expect me to believe that story about you and the flying vanilla?
The music, Rose.
The significance of football in the South. I've had men break dates with me to go to football games.
Oh, come on. Nobody's going to kill me over a high school football game.
They killed this fish. Dorothy, please, I'm scared.
All right, Ma. Nothing to be scared about.
Not anymore. Hell, at my age, you can't take lunch for granted. I had a tuna fish sandwich. It was beautiful.
Well, Rose never takes anything for granted. She's never afraid to try something new.
You remember the time? Why, Rose Nyland. Why, that cake is in the shape of...
Blanche, we know what it is.
I thought it was in the shape of Florida.
Not your shoes. Oh, Harry, thanks so much for coming.
How are you, Frank? Frank, talk to me. What's going on here?
Well, he isn't feeling very well, so we thought we'd have you over for a drink.
Rose, are you awake? Rose?
Am I hogging the covers?
Oh, no. Everything's fine. Rose, I want to tell you something.
I want you to know how grateful we are that you are seeing us at this time.
Did I sit down? Have I sat down yet?
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, am I this short? My God, you two are like a couple of redwoods.
So am I. So is Blanche. All right, so you have a few more wrinkles. So do I. So is Blanche. All right, you're a little thicker around the middle. So is Blanche.
The records, bake cookies. No, we can't let this nasty flu get us down.
It's bad enough we have to miss the banquet. Must we also participate in a Girl Scout jamboree?
I was just trying to be kind. Courteous, helpful.
Well, dock it off. I've had it up to here with your cheerful disposition.
Never forget career day at my high school. It was a turning point in my life. That was the day I decided I was going to marry a man who had one.
Anyway, as I was saying, teaching has many rewards, but none so great as knowing that you passed on the
newsstand.
What are you talking about?
Don't you notice a difference? Can't you see the glow? Can't you see the light radiating off of me?
Sure, it's the porch light glaring off your head.
I thought I heard a man's voice. Oh, it's you, Stan.
I'm so happy you're all here. I have just had an incredible...
I had a nice time tonight, Blanche.
You know I did too.
And I wasn't sure I would, if you want the truth.
What?
Well, this may sound funny, but I kept thinking, here I am, so bald and so heavy, and what if I show up and Blanche looks just...
Oh, I should have known that you weren't a saint. It's too much to expect a miracle this late in the game.
What happened?
Oh, bedtime, Rose.
Does that mean we can't talk anymore?
No, they just like you to stay in your own bed.
Oh, darn. Huh. I didn't get to praise. But he did. And the next day they were married and they went on to live happily together for 25 years.
And what in hell does any of this have to do with my father?
Well, the point is nobody knows why two people fall in love, and it's really nobody's business.
Well, he's my father, so that makes it my business. I am going over there right now.
Is Adolf Hitler.
Where's my history book? Is this the man we're talking about?
Yes, that is Adolf Hitler.
You can call him whatever you want, but that's Fritz Stickelmeyer. I'm as sure of that
Hi, Ma. Hey, what is that smell?
The sweet smell of success. It's my new entry in the cooking contest. Veal Parmesan, my luckiest dish. It saved my marriage once.
Get her a Ziggy card?
No.
Oh, my, not Snoopy.
I didn't get her a card.
Dorothy, if you're really so worried about this, well, I'll just let Rose open yours first so you won't be embarrassed.
You know, your ego is so fragile. You have to turn everything into a...
And a pinch of baking soda.
Ma, that looked like an awfully big pinch.
Who cares?
For one day when I was with Charlie. He had a theory. Even a trip to the bank can be exciting if you wear a ski mask.
He would say that often?
Almost as often as he'd say, "Don't shoot, it's me."
It's hard. I'll make myself an ice cream sundae. Rose, I suggest you leave the room. I may get a little crazy with the chopped nuts.
Howard, could you get me another champagne, please?
Roger, be a dear and get me one, too.
I haven't seen them anywhere.
Oh, my God, Dorothy, what if he turns out to be some kind of depraved ex-convict who's kidnapped Rose and is dragging her across 7 states on a rampage of violence and destruction unparalleled in the annals of modern crime?
Morning, Blanche. Morning, Ma. You sleep well?
No, I had that recurring nightmare. You know, the one where I'm in bed with Warren Beatty, and he says, "Sorry, this is too sick even for me."
Do we have the ingredients for Kerflugenblögen?
Come on, Rose, get...
It was like I was my own conscience. That's when I knew things were different.
Different how?
I was in that gray area between life and death. The time has come for me to reevaluate my life, for me to take stock of myself. I just know.
I mean, after she left, the town didn't have a professional beautician for years. Women started giving each other home perms. Pretty soon, everybody looked like Art Garfunkel. Husbands stopped sleeping with their wives. The population started to go down.
Pad on a misty spring day south of Savannah.
Could you be more specific, Big Daddy?
Do my eyes deceive me, or do I see Sophia Petrillo standing before me? Or did y'all get Sophia Loren as the new roommate?
Get out the boots, he's back.
Dorothy, did you have...
How could I? I mean, it always seemed to happen before I was in the room.
Look what we've eaten.
Oh, and I can't sleep on a full stomach.
Would you look at what time it is? Would you...
No, she never could help Mama because she had heart flutters, and she never could take gym class, no, because she had a tip uterus, and she never did any housework because she had a spastic colon. Now, she has attached kidneys.
That girl is some kind of mutant. It's bad news.
Oh, that's eerie. I had the same feeling.
My Aunt Gretchen in Fort Lauderdale died.
Oh, honey,
Rose.
I'm sorry. Were you close to your Aunt Gretchen?
No, I couldn't stand her.